Good morning, children, to yet another new day. Today, we are dealing with the lesson Shapes and Angles, Part 2, and today's concept is Types of Angles. So, let us know about the types of angles. Before we start with the topic, let us start with an activity. First, let us take a cutout of a circle. Fold it half so that the edges coincide. Give it another fold to make a quarter of the circle, again the edges being coinciding with each other. Now open it. You can find the imprints of the line formed due to the folds. Draw lines on the imprint formed. Mark the topmost point as B, the point at the right as A, the center point as O, the point on the circle at the left as C, and the point on the circle on the bottom of point O as D. So we shall mark center as O, the right point as A, top point as B, left point as C, and the bottom point as D. Now you have already know that the opposite rays make a straight angle. So you can see here ray OA and ray OC are opposite rays, so they make a straight angle, and the angle measure of the straight angle is always equal to 180 degrees. So the angle measure between AOC, the angle measure between AC at O is 180 degrees. You can see a ray OB standing on the line AC. The angle measure, since it is a quadrant, we have divided into 4 equal quadrants. The angle measure of AB, the angle measure between AB at O is 90 degrees. This angle is called a right angle and its measure will be equal to 90 degrees. So once again, the angle measure between A and B at O is 90 degree, and the angle measure between A and C at O is 180 degrees. The 90 degrees angle is called a right angle, R-I-G-H-T, right angle, and the angle measure between AC at O, which is equal to 180 degrees, is called a straight angle. Now let us know about acute angle. The angle measure less than a right angle is called an acute angle. Now see, the measure between A and B is 90 degree, so it is called a right angle. Suppose I make an angle which is less than 90 degrees. See, you can see it is not crossing the line OB, so it is less than 90 degrees. So this angle will be called an acute angle. Its measure is less than 90 degrees or less than a right angle. So any angle whose measure is less than a right angle or less than 90 degrees is called an acute angle. The angle measure more than a right angle but less than a straight angle is called an obtuse angle. Now see, I am keeping another angle here such that the bottom line coincides with ray OA. Now you can see the ray OB is not seen, means this angle is more than 90 degrees. It has crossed the 90 degree line, so it is more than 90 degrees. Such an angle is called an obtuse angle. The angle measure if is more than a right angle but less than a straight angle is called an obtuse angle. Now the measure of the angle, the outer measure of the angle here is called a reflex angle. A reflex angle is the one whose measure is more than a straight angle. If the angle measure is of an angle is more than a straight angle or more than 180 degrees, it is called a reflex angle. So the angle here on the outer part is called the reflex angle. The inner or the smaller angle here is called the obtuse angle. Even in case of an acute angle, this angle is an acute angle, and this angle, which is outer angle, this is more than 180 degrees, so this is called again a reflex angle. Let us know more about right angle. The internal angle between two rays whose measure is 90 degree is called a right angle. Here in this picture you can see the two rays, the two blue rays are shown. This is the internal angle. So if the internal measure of the internal angle is equal to 90 degrees, it is called a right angle. The box in the corner says it is a right angle. Now you can see I have given three angles here. All these angles here are right angles. As the boxes are made at the corner, all these angles are right angles. The angle, right angle can be in any orientation. It needn't be always kept like this. See, I have kept this right angle opening towards the top, this angle opening towards left, this angle opening towards bottom. So you can keep this angle orienting in any way. Only thing you have to keep in mind is the measure should be equal to 90 degrees, then it becomes a right angle. Now here in these figures we can see each angle is a right angle. You can see two rays and the box indicating that this is a 90 degree. Now two lines intersecting each other, one of the angle is equal to 90 degrees, it means that the other angle is also 90. This angle is also 90 degrees and this angle is also 90 degrees. This is a straight angle and another ray is kept such a way that one of the angles is 90 degrees. So measure of the straight angle is 180 degrees. Half of it is 90 degrees. So another half will also become 90 degrees. Now here in this rectangle, all four corners are equal to 90 degrees. You can see the orientation of the angle opening towards left facing down, opening towards left facing up, here opening towards right facing down, opening towards right facing up. Yet the orientation are different, but all four corners make equal to 90 degrees. Now let us see what is an acute angle. If the measure of the angle is less than 90 degrees, it is called an acute angle. You can see the two rays, blue rays, making an acute angle because this is 90 degree line and this angle is less than 90 degrees. So it is an acute angle. The range of acute angle is between 0 degree to 90 degree. So it starts from 1 degree to 89 degree. 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, 4 degree, any angle till 89 degrees, we call it as an acute angle. Here I have given some examples. All these angles are acute angles. Let us see its measure. This is 62 degree angle, 54 degree angle which is again less than 90 degree, 12 degree angle which is less than 90 degree, 48 degree angle which is less than 90 degree, 71 degrees, 67 degrees, all are less than 90 degrees, so they are acute angles. The smaller of the two angles here See, this is a straight line and I have kept a ray on the straight line. Two angles are formed. The smaller of the two angles will always be called an acute angle, and the other one, the larger one, will be called as obtuse angle. If I keep the ray in such a way that one of the angle is 90 degree, the other angle will also be 90 degree, they will become right angle. But if the ray is kept in such a way that one angle is small and one angle is big, then the smaller of the angles will always be equal to acute angle. Here, if you choose a smaller angle, it will be called an acute angle, and the outer angle, which is the bigger one, is called the reflex angle. So an acute angle forms the internal angle as an acute angle, and the outer angle of the acute angle will be equal to a reflex angle. Let us know more about obtuse angle now. Here you can see this is one ray, another ray, two rays forming angle, and this is 90 degree line. This angle is more than 90 degrees. So any angle whose measure is more than 90 degrees but less than 180 degrees, then it is called a obtuse angle. Now you can see all these angles are obtuse angle. Their orientations again can be of any kind. You can rotate them. So this is 116 degrees, 105 degrees, 112 degrees, 94 degrees and 168 degrees. All these angles are more than 90 and less than 180. So they are called obtuse angles. So any angle whose range is between 0 and 90 is called an acute angle. We can visualize the different types of angles from this picture here. If the range of the angle is between 0 to 90, then it is called an acute angle. If it becomes 90, then it is called a right angle. If the range of the angle goes beyond 90, more than 90 till 180 degree, if the range of the angle is more than 90 and less than 180 degrees, then it is called an obtuse angle. And if the range is more than 180 degrees, see, if the range is more than 180 degrees, it is called a reflex angle. So we have learnt totally 5 types of angles: an acute angle, an obtuse angle, a right angle, a straight angle and a reflex angle. Now we can see angles in many things. In fact, if you see some English alphabets, they are made up of straight lines. So obviously there will be some angles formed in the alphabets also. Even if you see the numbers, few of the numbers since they are made up of straight lines, they will be having angles in them. So let us see the types of angles formed in certain words by certain alphabets. Not all alphabets make angles, like angle O is not making any angle. Okay. Similarly, if there are alphabet S is not making any angle. Okay, but many of the alphabets make angle. Now let us look at this word. The first word given here is L-A-T-E, late. Can you count the number of acute angles which are less than 90? See, this is a right angle because they are forming a 90 degree. So this is a right angle. Here if you see, this is less than 90, again less than 90, again less than 90. So these 3 angles are acute angles. If you observe this angle here, this is more than 90, again this angle is more than 90. So 2 obtuse angles and 3 acute angles in alphabet A, whereas 1 right angle in alphabet L. In alphabet T, you have 2 angles, 1 right angle another right angle. In alphabet E, one right angle, another right two, third right angle, and this is four right angles. So when we count, there are 1, 2, 3 acute angles, 1 and 2 obtuse angles, and rest all the three alphabets are making right angles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 right angles. Let us take another alphabet. The alphabet here is TEXT, text. You can see a right angle, another right angle, 2 right angles, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here no right angles. So 7, 8. 8 right angles. And in this alphabet X, these two angles which are opposite here, they are acute angles, and these two angles are obtuse angles. So 2 obtuse and 2 acute. Now let's take another word, ant hill. Here in A, you can see there are 3 acute angles, 2 obtuse. In alphabet N, 1, 2, 2 acute angles. Here 1, 2 right angles. In H, 1, 2, 3, 4 right angles. I, no angles are formed. L, 1 right angle. In this L, another right angle. So let us count all the acute angles here. 3 in A plus 2 in N, total making 5 acute angles. Here in A there are 2 obtuse angles, and in none of the alphabets there are obtuse, so 2 obtuse angles, and rest all the alphabets are making right angles. Let us count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right angles. Similarly, in this word walkmate, let us count only the acute angles first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. There are 14 acute angles here. Let us count obtuse angles: 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 obtuse angles, and let us count the right angles: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right angles. Now let's see these numbers given here, and let us count the types of angles formed. In the number 471, here in numerals 4, you can see 2 acute angles, 1 and 2 in these two corners. This is a right angle, right angle, right angle, right angle. 4 right angles and 2 acute angles. In numeral 7, there is 1 acute angle. In numeral 1, 1 acute angle and 2 right angles. So let us count the total number of acute angles: 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 acute angles. There are no obtuse angles, and 4 right angles in the 4 corners here and 2 right angles here. So total 6 right angles. So again here let us count the acute angles: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 acute angles. There are no obtuse angles, and right angles 4 here and another 4 here. So total 8 right angles. In number 125, you can see 1 acute angle here, another acute angle here. There are 2 acute angles. There are no obtuse angles. Coming to right angles: 1, 2, 3 and 4. there are 4 right angles. Again here 1, 2, 3 acute angles, no obtuse angles, and 1, 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4, 6 right angles. So likewise children, you can try and find out where all you can find angles, count the angles, count the different types of angles formed, and you can really enjoy this topic and learn much about the angles in nature also. That's all for today's lesson. Thank you children.